Previously on Balls.
We're going to chat to Michelle from Future
Hello,
Life.
speaking.
Michelle, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can. Hi.
Hi, Michelle. Hayley
Hi.
Owen here on Balls Visual Radio. How are you?
Well, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. Sorry we're getting to you a little bit late, but of course we had to fit in
No
Chad's
problem.
training session there.
Yeah. I heard he had a double session this morning.
Double session this morning, yes. So, Michelle, basically, I wanted to get you guys on the line because Future Life seems to be taking the market by storm. I mean, it sounds like a cliche, but really, it started with just the people I know that did triathlons eating Future Life, and now every second person is eating it. And I was quite happy to see that it's a South African product.
Yes, we've I think many people make nutrition so complicated, and there's actually just a few basic principles which we've applied to Future Life. And I think why it's doing so well is people are actually feeling different. They're feeling energetic. They're feeling full. They don't have those hungry cravings on it. And I almost think it actually speaks for itself. So word of mouth has been instrumental in us driving Future Life, really. It's been lots of, as you say, athletes on it that as they train on it, eat it, they're just feeling better. The average person that had breakfast, that got hungry mid-morning, finds that they're fuller for longer. And it's just we've taken very good nutrition principles and put it into a product.
Great. Well, it certainly works for me. I mean, I got into running recently and I've been doing some half marathons, and I feel now if I don't have Future Life before I run, I'm like jinxing my run. So I have the chocolate flavored Future Life Smart Food every time before I run a marathon. But is this geared for athletes? I mean, do you have to be a serious sportsman to kind of reap the benefits, or is this kind of a product that everyone should be having?
It's actually a product that everyone should be having. As I say, we've used basic nutrition principles that really apply to everyone. I think the difference and the confusion comes in is how much, and that's really the key differentiator. So if you're active, for example, it just means you can have a bigger portion and it will sustain you. If you are less active, it just means you drop your portion size. But the nutritional principles remain the same. It's just the amount that you eat changes.
Okay, so
it's suited for everyone.
So what is it that makes Future Life so good? Is it the added, I see on the box here, it says 19 amino acids, 55 nutrients, it's low GI. Is that what makes it, unique?
No, I feel personally, and I think everyone has their own views, but what I personally think makes it great is that it's one of the only balanced foods on the market. So if you ate another product or breakfast cereal, in essence, you would be getting in just carbohydrates. And what Future Life has done is that we've looked at what the body needs, and the body needs predominantly carbohydrates, but it also needs protein, and fat is really important. So we've just put the perfect balance in it. So it really gives you a meal as opposed to just a carb rush or a very high protein food. So it gives you all three key macronutrients that's needed for your body.
Okay, so you're getting a balanced meal when you're having Future Life. Yes, and
you're getting a balanced meal. So you're getting the right balance. It's not out of proportion. It's the right balance for you.
Okay, and I see you've got the Smart Food product and then you've got the high protein product. When should you have like the specific kind?
Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated to answer, but in essence, the Smart Food is a slightly higher carbohydrate food. So it's almost better suited for someone that's really doing a lot of cardiovascular exercise.
Okay.
The higher protein we introduced because we were having quite a lot of guys, especially rugby players, guys that were doing a lot of weight training, that used their Future Life and then added whey protein to it to give them the increased protein that they required after training.
After
so we
training,
thought, why don't we just make it simple for them? So let's take Future Life, add whey protein to it, and these are, again, an all-in-one convenient meal.
That actually tastes good, because a lot of those protein shakes, they taste terrible, but Future Life, at least it tastes good as well.
Yeah. And the main difference is those protein shakes are predominantly protein. Future Life, again, it's higher in protein, but it's still predominantly carbohydrate, and there's an element of fat in it, which again gives you that overall balanced food as opposed to just a protein shake.
Okay,
or protein intake.
so the smart food is for if you're doing kind of high cardiovascular exercise. That's higher in carbs, and the protein one is good for after training, and you can make it into a protein shake as well. Hey.
Yeah, you can make it into a protein shake, and then you can make a whole lot of smoothies out of it as well. If you wanted to, you can add more protein by adding a bit of peanut butter and some milk. So we've got, if you go onto our webpage, we've got amazing recipes there that it really gives it a nice, diverse, versatile feel, and you can have Future Life in 100 different flavors just by adding different fruits to it.
Well, I'm a smoothie addict, so I see you dropped
good.
off a really nice smoothie shaker here. So I think I'm gonna try out one. I saw there's a recipe on the website with strawberries and the original flavored one. So I think that's the one I'm gonna try out first, just because I know it's gonna taste nice, unlike some of these other protein shakes in the market.
Yeah.
And
the other thing I just wanted to say with the protein shake is it's not just for after training, even though it's best positioned there. It's just on a day that you're not training either, and you don't need the extra energy or calories. Then the protein is also great for a breakfast.
Okay.
So you can, it's suited for days where you're not needing the additional energy. So someone that's not training, so it would be great for breakfast on that day. So you're getting a good higher protein breakfast then.
Okay. And for people that are very weight conscious, how would you say Future Life's positioned?
For people, out of the two, I would probably go with the higher protein product because there's less energy in it.
Okay.
And we portion control. So when people write into us and they say, oh, they've heard it's just for exercise or people that are active, we just say, no, it's about portion control. So our recommendation usually to anyone that's weight conscious is for breakfast is not to have more than 50 grams, which is 5 heaped tablespoons, mixed with either skimmed milk or water.
But that'll keep you full, though.
Yeah, it will. And it only gives you 200 calories, which is less than 10% of your daily requirements. So it fits well within that. It's just some people are eating 75 or 100 grams.
Because it tastes so good.
And the problem lies in that. Yeah, so it lies in that. So it's not the product, it's more the amount. Like anything, if you eat too much of it, you're at risk of gaining weight.
Okay, so 5 heaped tablespoons.
We 5 heaped tablespoons, which is about 50 grams.
Okay.
And it only gives you then less than 200 kilocalories, which is very little.
And just quickly tell us, how did Future Life come about? I mean, it's quite a new product, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been on the market for about 4 years.
Okay.
And the vision of our company, and it still is very much that, is that we really started off community orientated, and it was really to give a good food. And I stress food and not breakfast, because we have this balanced food, was to give good food with the right nutritional principles to the masses of our country. So there was a real gap in the market on feeding good nutrition to everyone and to make it accessible and affordable to everyone. And that's really how we started.
Okay. Well, I think you guys are doing very well. I mean, it really has taken in my circles, and I mean, I'm sure across the country, people are hearing it. Like you say, by word of mouth, people are talking about the product, and it's great that it's a South African product. Can you buy it anywhere else overseas?
We've got it available in the UK through the South African stores. So it is available there. It's available in Perth, out of all places, because there's so many South Africans.
So it's there next to the Omar rusks and the Mrs. Ball's chutney.
Yeah, we've actually got a lot of athletes that train in Dubai that they buy cases, so we export cases to them in the East as well. But we've just established ourselves in South Africa, so we're definitely looking to tackling the international markets. But,
sure.
So that's, so watch the space.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Michelle, for chatting to us. I just did want to hear from the expert exactly what's involved in Future Life. And as you can hear, it's great if you do live an active lifestyle. And even if you don't, it's a good tasting kind of balanced meal.
Yeah, we've got amazing testimonies of people that have lost between 15 and 20 kilograms just because they don't have to snack so much and they've actually full for longer. So if you portion control, it's suitable for everyone.
Great. Well, thanks, Michelle. Nice to chat to you, and we'll stay in touch.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
So there you have it, a well-established South African brand that's even being sold in the South African shops in London and Perth. I'm sure it's only going to grow from strength to strength when you chat to people. You see how many people are kind of enjoying the different kinds that you can get. That's Michelle from Future Life. Many thanks for chatting to us on the HAYLEY.
The HAYLEY O Show. Every Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Only on bulls.co.za.